Hello Absurdifans and welcome back to the Manor Bar. For our next installment of the Borderlands gun manufacturer cocktails, we're going to do the Dahl cocktail. Dahl are a fairly militaristic corporation. They sell their guns to their own soldiers, they do have their own army apparently, various other army soldiers and mercenaries. And their guns are trying to focus more on accuracy. Most of their guns have pretty decent accuracy across the board. Pistols, SMGs, assault rifles, snipers. You're pretty much guaranteed to hit your target. And also, if you zoom in and look through the sights properly, they all usually have burst fire, which is pretty handy. It's like 3-round bursts, so it's all very reminiscent of proper military equipment. And a fun little bit of information, Axton, the commando from Borderlands 2, used to be a soldier for Dahl until he became the Vault Hunter he is now. Which explains why his turret is actually made by Dahl. Connecting storylines. And all the Dahl guns usually use like the army camo, so it's all the green and brown, and some of the higher level stuff uses the desert camo or the urban camo, but it's mostly the green that people know. So for the Dahl cocktail, we are looking for a straight shooting, fairly simple and green cocktail. So what you're going to need for your Dahl cocktail is a fairly standard highball glass, preferably a nice straight one with no like additional features to it. I only have these to work with, so if you can find a better one, just a simple one, go for it. And our main alcoholic component of this is going to be the Apple Sourz. This is going to go well with the Sprite that we're going to use, because the sweet and sour is hopefully, going to cancel each other out somewhat and make it just pretty straight and narrow. We're also going to put in a little bit of Jagermeister to help dull down the vibrancy of the green and make it a bit more camo green. So, let's get started. Oh, and we're also going to be using a lime, so get yourself one of these. I've had these in the back and I'm finally getting around to using them, so now let's get started. So to start off, you're going to want to put in about 2 measures of Apple Sourz. Next we're going to put in our Sprite, and we're going to use about 5 measures of this. And now for the Jagermeister, you're only going to want a dash of this, because otherwise it's just going to completely muddy your cocktail and just make it a brown mess. So, very, very little Jagermeister. Next we're going to put in our lime juice. Now you want to save a slice of this lime to garnish the top, so make sure you cut that out first. Now just squeeze your lime juice straight in there. And then give it a good stir to make sure everything's mixed in properly. And there we have it, the Dahl cocktail. It's kind of a muddy green, like the kind of weird camo colours that you get in military, probably a bit more yellow, so could have put in either a bit more Jagermeister or a bit more Apple Sourz, but I'm quite happy with it. So, let's give it a taste, see what it is. That is nice. Now I've used the word nice far too much, so I'm going to say that is tasty as shit. It's citrusy and fruity, and it just tastes like fizzy pop, so you could knock these back nice and easy. So it's definitely straight shooting, there's no nasty surprises about it, which really fits the Dahl model, so calling this a success. And with that, I will ask you to tune in next time for another Borderlands gun manufacturer. I've been Rich Perry, and this is the Manor Bar. Cheers!